you gotta realize the commentators, they want you to be, you know, basically, oh, yes, sir. Oh, thank you for everything you gave me. I appreciate it. Oh, he the toughest guy I face. I'm like, that's not me, man. That's not me. Let me be who I am. This is me. And it's obvious I got to this point doing something right. You know, I'm not out there making 30 and 40 and million-dollar paydays not doing something right. So it's obvious Floyd Mayweather is doing something right. Yeah, I mean, if I fight Mosley, he want a rematch, I give him a rematch. After this, then if Pacquiao won it, he can get it too.
Most people are talking about is the one that could come after that with Manny Pacquiao. You announced that you were unretiring the day of his fight with Ricky Hatton, and then you didn't stick around to watch it. What are your thoughts on the Filipino fighter?
I think he's I think he's a good fighter, and after I beat every fighter, then they put him in there with him. After I already mentally beat a fighter and physically beat a fighter, yeah, basically he get my leftovers in so many words. But Manny Pacquiao is a hell of a fighter. He has a great trainer, which is Freddie Roach, and if that fight presents itself, then I'm gonna take full advantage of it.
So for the record, do you want to fight Mayweather?
For the record, yeah.
I don't got to call no specific name, but I never known a fighter to turn down $25 million to go get $6 million. I never know, you know, not to take a drug test.
So I think that fighter you're referring to is Manny Pacquiao. Do you ever see yourself fighting him?
I'm not referring to no fighter. You know, like I said before, May 1st is my big date, and May 1st is Mayweather versus Mosley. Bob Arum still owe me money for the Arturo Gotti fight and the Zab Judah fight. So, you know, things happen. This guy still owe me money, millions.
So do you think that fight will ever take place between you and Pacquiao?
I don't know. I'm my own boss. And with me being my own boss, I'll say let's make it happen. He's not his own boss, so I can't talk to him. You gotta realize I'm not chasing no fight. If Pacquiao want to fight, all we gotta do is get Marquez $1 million to step aside money and tell him he can fight the winner, which will be me. If we did fight, I mean, we could pay him $1 million, tell him to step aside, and September 19th can be Ben Pacquiao, if that's what he really wants. I'm never gonna get my just due. I'm never gonna get my just due. But the new up and coming generation knows that Floyd Mayweather is the best, and the writers and all the commentators know that I'm the best. The ultimate goal right now in boxing is to find a fighter that can beat Floyd Mayweather. The ultimate goal is to find a fighter that can beat Floyd Mayweather, and it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And one thing about me, and y'all, everybody know, I don't never fold under pressure. I don't never fold under pressure, cause what I say every day is my thing in life. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. He talk too much. He too cocky. He too flamboyant. So God love me. That's why you think I keep winning. My heart. I got a pure heart. You can write what you want to write. All Floyd's he's cocky. He's arrogant. All he cares about is his money. If that was the case, like I said before, money don't make me. I make money. Money don't define who Floyd Mayweather is. You know what I'm saying? My heart is pure. And I don't have nothing to hide. That's why I've been dominating in the sport. If you're cheating, if the world don't got to see it. God gonna know if you're cheating. Cause guess what? That's why it showed. That's why it showed with Mosley. And all I'm saying, I never said Pacquiao was on nothing, but I never seen a fighter just go from ordinary. Then once he reached like 25 or over 25, become extraordinary. It doesn't work like that. Not in this sport. Cause this is what I do. I just found out the other day, like a couple days ago, they said, Floyd, you know, Manny Pacquiao got fight of the decade. I said, oh, he did? I said, well, in the decade, did he get his ass whooped? They said, yeah. I said, okay, well, how did he get fight of the decade? And I broke all records of the decade. I ain't even lose. So tell me. I'm just asking. So I guess everybody think it's cool. You know, if not everybody want to praise Muhammad Ali and say, oh, we love you. When they used to call him the Louisville Lip, they used to dog Muhammad Ali and talk about him so bad, which is unbelievable. And so now all of a sudden that, you know, he's in a position to where he can barely talk. They're like, oh, he's the greatest. We love him. Let's bring him out. Let's take him everywhere. And that's not cool.
Talking about Ali. Ali didn't become competitive until his mid to late 30s. Now nobody's competitive up until now with you. Anybody you face, you dominated. Do you foresee yourself being in let's say, more thrilling fights as you get older?
Man, basically what you're saying is Floyd. Get beat up and get some black eyes, then get your hand raised.
No.
Stoop to everybody else's level and be stupid.
When you get older, I'm saying. When you get older, do you think
there's nothing cool about taking punishment, getting beat up, getting bloody lips, and getting a check? The coolest thing I can do, I can dominate you, shut you out, and make crazy money, and go home and live with my family in a very, very comfortable and happy way. That's how I like to do it.
Most guys I don't beat them with speed and power. I beat them with smarts. I think of God.
How important is that? The ability to be able to think in the heat of battle. How many fighters can do that, really?
But I'll be like 10 steps ahead of a guy. I already know what I say, well, I'm going to wait for a while, then I'm going to do this.
So as much of your skill and talent is up here just as much as
it's more up here than here. It's totally different once you get inside there with me. On the outside, it may look one way. Watching me on TV may look one way. Everybody trying to solve the I guess it's a remedy. Everybody trying to solve the remedy and break the remedy and break the code on my defense. But I don't think it can happen. And I think it looks totally different on the outside than when you're inside that ring with me.
Everybody talk about all Floyd is a defensive fighter. Now, there's no fighter left from my '96 Olympic team.
You feel like
there's no fighter really from the '92 team.
It's 10 years since David Reese went on.
'92, there's no fighters from the '92 team or the '96 team. So now y'all sit back and say, damn, well, Floyd was right. You know what? More fighters should have had defense. They would have lasted longer.
To me, you do better than any fighter in the world. Defense. It's and that's one of the things you're supposed to score with, defense. You utilize your entire upper body, arms, and everything.
Put your leg back. I'm gonna show you defense move. Shoot a jab, right hand.
Yep.
Left hook.
Use
jab right hand, left hook. Right there. Again.
Picking off all the shots.
Picking off all the shots of a guy.
And without using any energy to do it.
No, you don't rush. You always gotta stay relaxed. If you shoot a jab, there's many ways I can use. You slap it down with the jab and come over. If he shoot a jab, I can slap it down and come over. He can shoot a jab, I can jab and cut it short. And if he shoot a jab, I can slide over and then shoot my jab.
Fans, fighters, and judges sometimes don't appreciate defense the way they should, right?
You're right.
Why don't they?
Real boxing fans appreciate defense. It's just that defense. You can't break through the defense. The defense is, I talk with my father. It's a defense. You cannot break through the defense. I don't care what you do. It's a defense. You're not gonna be able to break through it. It's something that my dad learned from Dale and Mitch, his trainers. It's something that come from the Midwest, from Dale and Mitch. They come from Detroit. It's just something that you can't break through. It's an unbelievable defense that you can't break through. It's not my fault that when I fight fighters that I dominate, it's like, oh, it's one. Just because I don't take no punishment, that's not my fault. But once again, it's not cool to take punishment. Ain't nothing cool about taking punishment. If I was in a bunch of wars, then I probably wouldn't be right here giving you guys an interview right now. I just know it.
How do you?
I know it. I just know I can feel it.
That's 6 cents.
I can feel it. If I'm in there with you, I can feel it. I know what you're gonna do.
You see your body movement. You see what you do.
I just know. I just know.
How would you explain your defense? Why is it so difficult?
My father told me the defense. You got to ask him. It's just the defense that you can't break through. You're not gonna be able to break through it. Period. You don't get to this point by just fighting nobody. They say Floyd ducking and dodging. You don't get ranked pound for pound or known as one of the the greatest fighters to ever live fighting nobodies. It's just that I make them look like nobody. I make eight fighters look like D fighters. It's not my fault that I'm that good. Like I said before, there's a difference between being talented and gifted. I'm God gifted. One thing I understand, if you're rich, you're a rich nigga. If you're poor, you're a poor nigga. If you're educated, you're a smart nigga. At the end of the day, they still look at me as a nigga. And that's something that I understand. Just truthfully speaking right here. Just truthfully speaking. And one thing you can't knock. You cannot knock my talent. No matter how much y'all say, oh, Floyd's gonna lose and we don't like Floyd, y'all can't knock my talent. When it's all said and done, when we get in that ring, I don't care what y'all write, what y'all say, it's me and him, one-on-one. Just because I haven't had no difficulties doesn't mean the thing is they look because I ain't had no difficulties. I made mine look easy and everybody else's was hard, so they're gonna say, oh, Floyd never fought nobody. That's how it is.